A customer demanded a full refund after wearing a dress to a wedding, saying, "I only used it once, so I deserve my money back." When I refused, she smirked, "I'll just do a chargeback." The next day, she came back screaming her bank had blocked her account for fraud. The cashier smiled and said, "Guess you won't be shopping anywhere now." It was a typical Thursday afternoon when she walked in. Mid-30s, designer sunglasses perched atop her head, exuding an air of entitlement. She introduced herself as Veronica. "I need a dress for a wedding this weekend," she said, her tone dismissive. Something that says, "I'm better than the bride." Assuming she was joking, I chuckled. She wasn't. After an hour of trying on dresses, she settled on a stunning emerald green gown. It hugged her figure perfectly with intricate beadwork that shimmered under the lights. Price tag, $1,200. "I'll take it," she said, handing over her platinum credit card. I processed the payment, handed her the receipt, and reminded her of our return policy: no returns or exchanges on worn merchandise. She nodded, grabbed the dress, and left. Monday morning, Veronica stormed into the store, dress in hand. "I want a full refund," she demanded. I was taken aback. Was there an issue with the dress? No, it was perfect. But I only wore it once, so I deserve my money back. I pointed to the return policy sign behind me. "I'm sorry, but we can't accept returns on worn items." She smirked. "Fine. I'll just do a chargeback." Before I could respond, she turned and left. The next day, I received a notification from our payment processor: chargeback initiated, $1,200. Reason: unauthorized transaction. I was furious. Not only had she worn the dress, but now she was claiming she never authorized the purchase. I gathered all the evidence: the signed receipt, surveillance footage of her purchasing the dress, and even a screenshot from her public Instagram profile where she posted a photo from the wedding with the caption, "Stealing the spotlight in my new emerald gown." I submitted everything to the payment processor, confident that the truth would prevail. A week later, Veronica returned to the store, visibly distressed. "You," she shouted. "What did you do?" I was confused. "Excuse me. My bank froze my account. They said I committed fraud." I tried to suppress a smile. "Well, you did initiate a false chargeback." She was fuming. "I can't access any of my funds. I have bills to pay." Our cashier, Lisa, chimed in with a grin. "Guess you won't be shopping anywhere now." Veronica stormed out, and we never saw her again. A few months later, a new customer came in and recognized me. "You're the one from the dress shop, right?" "Yes," I replied. She laughed. "I heard about that woman who tried to scam you. She's infamous in our community now. No store will serve her." Turns out, word spread quickly in Charleston. Veronica's reputation was tarnished, and she became a cautionary tale among local businesses. A few months later, a new customer came in and recognized me. "You're the one from the dress shop, right?" "Yes," I replied. She laughed. "I heard about that woman who tried to scam you. She's infamous in our community now. No store will serve her." Turns out, word spread quickly in Charleston. Veronica's reputation was tarnished, and she became a cautionary tale among local businesses. A week passed. Things seemed to settle. I figured that was the end of it. I was wrong. We started getting fake one-star reviews on Google. One called me a scammer, another said our dresses were dirty and secondhand. Some said I yelled at a pregnant woman and refused to give a cancer survivor a refund. Every review had a different lie. The weird part? The names didn't match any of our actual customers. I had Lisa, my cashier, check our sales records. Not one of the names left on the reviews had ever bought from us. And then Lisa showed me something. One of the reviews came from a burner account, but it used a photo Veronica had posted before, her sitting in a lounge chair holding a martini. Same dress. Same smug smile. I flagged the reviews, sent a takedown request to Google. but I knew what was happening. Veronica wasn't done. I decided to call the bank's fraud department to see if we could confirm the chargeback outcome. The woman on the phone was kind but firm. I can't give you full details. But what I can say is that her account has been flagged for multiple violations. Yours was not the only complaint. That stuck with me. Multiple violations? That night I did what anyone would do. I went online and looked her up. First search result? A post on a local Charleston gossip forum. Someone asking, "Does anyone know this woman? She was kicked out of our wedding venue for causing a scene." I clicked the thread. It was wild. Apparently, she'd tried to crash a wedding. Not just any wedding, one where she wasn't even invited. She showed up, uninvited, in that same emerald dress, claimed to be the groom's real soulmate, and started yelling during the vows. Someone posted a video. It was her. Same voice. Same face. Screaming, "You're making a mistake," as security dragged her off the venue lawn. My stomach dropped. This wasn't just about a chargeback. She was unhinged. I printed out every post, every review, every screenshot. Lisa and I made a file, just in case she escalated. And then she did. The next morning, I got to the store and found red spray paint across our glass door. "Scam store. Do not shop here," she'd tagged our window. In broad daylight. I called the police, gave them the video from our security camera. It clearly showed Veronica walking up in a hoodie, holding a spray can. She didn't even try to hide her face. I gave them the file we'd put together. They said they'd open a case and get back to me. That same afternoon, she showed up. She walked in like nothing had happened. Wearing sunglasses indoors. Holding her phone, recording. "This store discriminates," she said loudly, spinning around slowly with her phone out. "They harass customers, they lie, and Lisa cut her off. You need to leave now." I stepped out from the back. "Veronica, we've already filed a police report. We have you on camera." That made her pause. She turned the phone off. "I don't know what you're talking about." "You vandalized the store," I said. "That's a felony. And the cops have your face on tape." She froze, then tried to laugh it off. "I was never here." Lisa pointed to the camera above her. "Then maybe your twin has the exact same cheap perfume and the same dress you wore to the wedding you crashed." Her face turned beet red. "You'll regret this," she snapped. "I know people in the city." "Then call them," I said. "But don't come back here." She left, slamming the door so hard one of the mannequins tipped. That night, the boutique's Instagram got hacked. Posts were deleted. Our bio was replaced with, "This store is shut down due to theft and fraud." It took me 3 hours and a call to the platform to get it back. The next morning, our front lock was jammed with glue. I was losing it. I couldn't run a store like this. Every day was chaos. I didn't know how far she'd go, but I was about to find out. 2 days later, I got a call from the Charleston Police Department. I figured they were calling to update me on the vandalism complaint. But it wasn't about that. "Ma'am," the officer said, "do you know a Veronica Wells?" My stomach sank. "Yes," I said slowly. "She's been harassing my store." The officer sighed. "She filed a harassment report against you." I blinked. "Me?" "She claims you've been stalking her online, sending people to her home, and that your employees threatened her." I couldn't even form words at first. He continued, "We're investigating both sides, but I suggest you get legal counsel. We're reviewing your surveillance footage, so don't worry. But this might get more complicated." I hung up, stunned. Veronica had gone full scorched earth. I called Lisa, and we dug up everything, our messages, our footage, our timeline of her attacks. I had it all ready in a Dropbox folder. Then I got another surprise. A few hours later, a man walked into the boutique. Maybe early 40s, nicely dressed. He asked for me by name. I stepped out wary. "Hi. I'm David. I'm Veronica's ex-husband." That froze me. "She told me what's been happening," he said, then paused. "I know she's lying." She's done this before. I just stared at him. She's been doing this to small businesses for years. Buying expensive things, filing chargebacks, threatening lawsuits, slandering stores. She did it to a jeweler in Savannah, a spa in Asheville, and a bakery in Raleigh. I left her last year after she tried to get my sister's credit card frozen over a catering bill. My jaw actually dropped. She's dangerous. She's charming when she wants something, but when she's cornered, she loses control. I thought maybe I could warn you, but it seems like she's already escalating. I asked how he knew she'd come after me. She posted a rant on Facebook. Said your store ruined her wedding moment and that she had to take legal action to protect herself from hate crimes. Same pattern as always. You should be careful. He handed me a folded piece of paper. She used this P.O. box for mail fraud once. Might help you if you decide to go after her. I thanked him, and he left. Later that night, I couldn't sleep. I kept reading through everything. Her Instagram was private now, but someone had sent me screenshots from her story. One of them showed a message she posted to her followers. The store that tried to scam me is still open. Guess I'll have to try harder. I called the detective handling our case and gave him the updates, including the visit from her ex. He didn't sound surprised. We've received 2 other complaints recently. If she's got a history of this, we'll dig. You did the right thing saving everything. The next week was quiet. Too quiet. Then we got a letter from a law firm. Veronica was suing the store. She claimed we emotionally traumatized her, destroyed her reputation, and publicly humiliated her. She was asking for $25,000 in damages. Lisa actually laughed out loud when I read it to her. I called our lawyer who read the complaint and said, "This is nonsense. We'll file a counter." That same night, I checked our shop's voicemail. There was a message left by a woman, muffled, but clear enough. You should have just given the refund. You don't know who you're messing with. I saved the recording and sent it to the detective. At this point, I wasn't scared. I was furious. Veronica had crossed the line from entitled customer to straight-up stalker. I wasn't about to back down. I wasn't going to give her another inch. Things got worse before they got better. A week after the lawsuit, Lisa's car was keyed while parked behind the shop. Deep scratches along the driver's side. A word carved in, liar. She filed a police report. We had no cameras outside, just the ones inside. But both of us knew who did it. We didn't even say her name. Our lawyer filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit. While we waited, Veronica went quiet. Too quiet. No posts. No vandalism. No fake reviews. It was like she disappeared. And that's when I got careless. I stopped locking up the back room. I stopped checking the front cameras every morning. And one day, I walked in to open up and found the boutique trashed. Mannequins knocked over. Racks pulled down. Dresses on the floor, some ripped, others soaked with what smelled like bleach. She'd poured it on a $900 bridal gown. The security camera was ripped from the ceiling, dangling by a cord. This time, I didn't call the police right away. I called the lawyer. He told me to do both. So I did. The detective came within the hour. We reviewed the footage from the hallway camera just outside the back. Veronica, hood up, face in full view as she sprayed bleach into a gown bag. The cops had enough. They arrested her that night. What I didn't expect was what came next. The arrest made the local paper. Charleston woman accused of boutique vandalism, fraud. Her mugshot went viral in the business community. Then I got a call from a reporter. Turns out her ex-husband, David, had gone to them with proof of years of scams. Emails, bank statements, a fake Yelp account she used to trash dozens of businesses. She even posed as a customer service expert online to give bad advice to stores she didn't like. I agreed to talk. I didn't expect it to explode. By the end of the week, her story was everywhere. Local news ran with it. Serial refund scammer faces charges. 2 more boutiques came forward. Then a wedding planner, a florist, a hotel. Everyone had a story about her. And then the lawsuit dropped. Her lawyer bailed, probably after realizing what she'd dragged him into. She tried to play victim online, using a burner account, calling it a setup. But no one bought it. Too much proof. Too many receipts. But here's where it got messy for me too. I learned something I didn't expect. Remember when I posted that surveillance footage online to prove she'd vandalized the store? Turns out, that was a mistake. Even though she was guilty, legally I wasn't allowed to post it publicly without her consent or a court order. Her new public defender filed a complaint. And, just like that, I got hit with a fine. Not huge, but still. I made a bad call in the heat of the moment. Thought I was protecting the business. Ended up giving her something to twist in court. The detective even warned me, let the law handle the revenge. Don't do anything that makes you look like the aggressor. I learned that the hard way. Still, in the end, justice came through. She was charged with felony vandalism, fraud, harassment, and a few others. She took a plea deal, 2 years probation, restitution to me and the other businesses, mandatory therapy, and a ban from posting reviews online under any name. But here's the best part. Her ex-husband? He sued her for damages related to their shared credit. And he won. She lost her condo. Her car was repossessed. And the last I heard, she moved out of Charleston completely. I fixed the store, replaced the dresses, and installed more cameras. Got insurance to cover most of the damage. Lisa got a bonus. She deserved it. And I stopped underestimating how far some people will go to feel powerful. Veronica burned every bridge she had trying to win a fake battle. She thought the world owed her, and when she didn't get what she wanted, she scorched everything around her, including herself. I made a mistake thinking I could handle it quietly. But in the end, the truth spoke louder than bleach and lies. And she got exactly what she deserved.